Joel 2 verse 28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. It is time to spread the undiluted gospel to the dying world. An expository moment wrapped up with the power of the Holy Ghost. This is Pure Gospel Moment with Mark Miracle. Get set for an encounter with the God who changes identity.
Anointing for business success. God will bless your business in the mighty name of Jesus. What is business? What is business? The activity of buying and selling goods and services. That is business. The activity of buying and selling of goods and services. So if you buy or sell anything, that is business. And today we are focusing on how to make our businesses grow. How to make our businesses have more testimonies. It's not satisfactory only to be teaching how to give. Also teach how to refurbish, repair, and revive our business places, because from there is the source of our income. And as you pay attention today, God will revive your business. Your business will have a major testimony this season. As I have spoken, so shall it be in the name of Jesus. What is a business? I said business is any activity that involves buying or selling of goods or services. It can be edible goods. It can be services. Services means you are servicing somebody. You are rendering a service to somebody and the person pays you for the service. Or you are selling out a goods and the person is paying you for the goods. So business can be tangible or intangible. Tangible, for instance, this microphone, where I bought it, it is goods. But if it has fault, I go and repair it. It's no longer buying of goods. It's now services. Do you understand it now? For instance, if you go to a shop where they sell things, you enter there, you buy products and go out with a product, that is goods. But you didn't go out with a product, but something was repaired, something was worked upon, that is called services. So in either of the two, whatever you are doing is business. What am I doing now? Is it goods or services? What I'm rendering now is what? Services. I'm teaching, that is services. The one that prayed, what he rendered is services. The one that is playing keyboard, what he's doing is what? Services. The one inside operating system, what he's doing is what? Services. So every one of us need this teaching. This teaching will help you someday, because one day you will have your business. Those of you who think you are not in business already, very soon you will have your own business. So business also is a person's regular occupation. What you do regularly is a person's regular profession. It's a person's trade engaged on for the purpose of making legitimate profit. I said legitimate profit. Profit that can be proven. Profit that can be defended. So anything you are doing that you have a profit that cannot be defended is not business, it's armed robbery. The essence of business is for profit making. It's for profit making. Without profit in view, business is therefore useless. Anything you are doing that has no profit in view, business is what? Useless. I can't come to church and go back home not impacting someone with God's words. That has been profitless. It has been a profitless day. But as long as you come to church, we pray, and I'm well ensured that that prayer is answered, and we teach, you took notes, you learned something, I have made profit for that day. The profit is not in the offering, no. It's for you to make sure you heard something that will change your life, change your business, change the way you behave, your approach to life. That has been profitable to my services. The same thing with you going out and coming back without testimonies that you sold. You didn't have profit. And that is not business. So without profit, I said, business is what? Useless. So your essence, you went out for work, boss is shouting, he's shouting or she's shouting because profit was not in view that day, or you are acting in a way that will limit profit. Either you are not doing what will bring profit, or you are acting in a way that will limit the profit they are already making. That's the essence of business, and the essence of what we are learning today. Important steps to business profits, to business success rather. Important steps to business success. And today we'll be talking about 10 important steps. How many did I say? 10 important steps to business success. After these 10 important steps, your business will have a turnaround story this week. I said it will have a turnaround story this week in the name of Jesus. 10 important steps to business success. Number 1. First step. Surround yourself and business with the right people. Surround yourself and your business with what? The right people. Now you are planning to start business. The people you surround yourself with is the ones that think are right. Don't think everybody is normal. Not everybody. I've related with people in this world. I've had business dealings with people. People come like they are normal people, but in the midst of the business, you will know that you just handed your business to a madman. I'm telling you. So I've had business dealings with people, so I can tell you. So prayerfully select people you are starting business with. Those you are bringing close to. This has to do with market women, traders, those serving someone, those in ministry. This has to do, it cuts across anything. This is my father's, what I'm doing is what? Business. Jesus says it's his father's business. So I'm in business too. So this cuts across those in choir, those in ministry, those in business. Surround yourself with the right people. Anything you start wrongly will end wrongly. So the people you start with matters a lot. The people you permit into the business to watch over business for you too, it will determine if your business will survive or the business will die. Business is not all about the goods and services you start with, but the people you start with or you hire. Oh, I have ₦1 million. I have 50,000. I have 10,000. I have 20,000. It's not about that capital. It's not about the goods you are going to buy. But the people you are surrounding the business with, those things, including you, you are one of the people too. Including you. Not the people you are just employing. You too, because you will employ your type. No two ways about it. You will employ your type. Because like attracts like. You will attract your like. So you work on yourself too. Oh, this one did this one did that. Watch yourself. How are you doing the business? Because you just attracted one more person that looks like you. Prayerfully know who you bring up close to you. Prayerfully who you discuss your business plans with. There are killers and there are builders. Think twice before you bring people into food. Even in ministry food, I think twice before I bring people. Only not thinking, but prayerfully. Prayerfully. Am I speaking to somebody now? It is better I crawl gradually with people I'm sure with than I say I'm looking for somebody and you bring somebody that will bring all of us down. I don't know if you get it. The same way in business. When this church was starting, we are not even up to 3 months. Let me say 4-5 months. We had a prayer minister that joined us. I used to see him now. He does not look it all well now. He entered the church. One day he met me after service. Then we don't even have what the things we have now. You can imagine. Then we had only this one speaker, the mic that choir helped us to spoil, and one other small thing. We just started. We are just managing. Yet I was confided in those things. I was satisfied I wasn't looking. God, He gave me this. No, I knew that things were come. I was satisfied. How we are going? No camera, no things. Many people were not here then. The young man was blind. He entered. He was limited by the things he was seeing. Few things. He now say, Pastor, I think we should go and take a loan. The guy is by age is far older than me. But wisdom is not by size, it's not by height. It's not by I've been here, I've been there. It's not by I've been in ministry. It's not that by I've been doing business. What does this young man have to do? Tell me. What does this young woman have to tell me? It's not by I've been doing it before you. I don't know if you are getting me. It's not by I've been doing it. Is anyone sleeping? Wake the person up. This message is for everyone. It's not by I've been there before you. It's by experience. Is anybody catching anything? This man I was telling you he was doing a Bible school. He said he's about to graduate. You remember a great woman? Remember the young man? What a wonderful young man. He came to me. I saw he was praying. I said, join the prayer fold if you wish. No, okay, I didn't tell you. He was pestering. He said he wants to join the prayer fold. I said, you want to join the prayer fold? Okay, join the prayer fold. So because he joined the prayer fold, he now felt as if I've ordained him a pastor. The way he started acting. He walked up to me one day. What am I talking? Important step. Number one, I said what? Surround yourself and business with the right people with right mind. I'm using ministry to explain to you even because very soon now you will be calling me to pray over your business. Say I'm starting business. I don't know whether you believe it or not, but it will happen. Are you hearing me now? This young man walked up to me and said, Pastor, you need to take a loan. I calmed down and I said, okay, tell me what am I going to be doing with the loan that I will take? Tell me what you want me to be doing with the loan. He said, when you take the loan, at least you'll be using it to using it to pay ministers, use it to pay yourself too, and you use it to also buy some things. And I asked, how do we pay it back? How much is your offering? You've not given more than 20 naira offering here any day. I've not seen his offering before, but by revelation I told him. He said, well, that is true. When you take the loan, now we'll have it. So what we apply now is we take loan to, we'll give offering from the loan. Then you'll be in your house one day, police will come and bundle pastor because pastor didn't pay for the loan. I don't know if you are getting me. This guy traveled one day, he said he had burial. He went for burial. Whether it was his grandmother, his mother, his uncle. He went there. I was at Room Okuta. I went to greet my wife. I was coming back. My phone rang. I opened my phone. Message. I saw the message. You need to send me airtime like 1.5 now that I'm in the village. You know when a GO is issuing order. So I've looked at this young man. Say I first asked myself, from which offering? Is it from the one you are giving now that you are demanding? So I need to send him airtime 1.5 quickly, that he needs it urgently. I didn't reply the message. He now called back again, said that he needs money. I didn't reply again. So he came back from burial. When he came back from burial, you know what he told me? He said, church used to need to give him an envelope. I smiled. One day I called him and sat him down. Finished talking to him, tell him this, tell him this, tell him that, tell him this. He disappeared. He stopped coming to church. Mentality matters in business. What is your frame of mind when you are going to? Let me tell you, I didn't enter ministry because I lack money. Because I'm looking for money. If I stop ministry today, let me tell you the truth, I'll be very, very rich. I have all the skills that can give me the money I want. In fact, because of ministry, I'm limiting myself from doing some things that will put food on my table safe. So I'm paying the sacrifice. So even your business, ask yourself, what is the mentality pushing into that business? What is the mentality behind you entering ministry? Ask yourself the question. Is it for money? You won't make it in this life. I take it from me. Write it on a letter, paste it somewhere, I say you won't make it. If it's because of money, you won't. So, I think last week I saw the young man passing. He was looking I thought with that mentality, the person you are serving, or wherever you are in the ministry, by now, when I see you on the road for not taking your advice, I should hide my face in shame for not taking your advice, because that advice have worked for you. And I'm still in. Do you know that kind of behavior now? Okay, I'm still in poverty. You went another place, you did the thing, you have money. But when I see the man, he's the one that bows his face and follows another place. Because he almost looks like a madman. Unkept. At least when he was close to us, he learned how to be clean. Unkept. Surround yourself with the right people, and right mindset. Not everybody that comes into your business, you open your. Most of you will be having shops now after today. Most of it may be after 1 month from today. Most of it may be 1 year after today. It may be 2 years after today. It may be 1 week after today. Remember this message. Don't just employ people. Don't just say, come and work for me. Check their mentality. Check their background. Ask themselves, what is money? Let them tell you what money is. Because most of us see money as something we should. Money, if you see money as a solution to your problem, then you don't know what money is. I've told people always, money is not your solution to your problem. Money is a seed. Money is what? A seed. Money is not a consumption agent. That is why people who are seeing money as solution to problem, they are stranded now that CBN cannot give them money. You feel like you are locked down, you can't do anything again. But when you see money as beyond that, whether it is there at the main time or not there, it can't limit you from manifesting what God puts in you. Am I speaking to somebody now? So surround yourselves with people who have right mentality. Because business will start, whether you like it or not. Your business will start very soon. Number 2, I said 10 important steps to business success. Number 2, start with the capital available. The wrong way to start business is to think about taking loan. You want to start ministry, you want to start business, you want to start anything, the first thing you are thinking of is where to go and borrow money to start that business. That money, that business can't grow. That is the pain of many rich people we are looking at today. When they die, their children have nothing to inherit because bank is waiting to go and collect both the business, both the lands, both the houses because they didn't pay back loans. I know a very wealthy man. Very wealthy man. When this man died, wealthy man that speaks with president, speaks with governors. When this man died, the wife had no mouth to say anything. Because more than 90% of his wealth, he was floating on borrowed assets. You will be here looking at a wealthy business people, say, God, which day my business go there like this? Which day? Close your eyes. They are floating on borrowed money. By the time they go, banks are the first good money they receive is banks. Wife, madam, God bless you. How is the children? Please accept our condolence. I don't know if you know that your husband is owing our bank. That is the great good money. Have you not been watching it in films? You think they are just acting for acting's sake? That is what is happening. Place 100 rich men here in Nigeria today. The rich men we have in Nigeria, place 100 of them, 99 are owing banks. Only one understand kingdom wealth and kingdom business. I'm not owing anybody. I am not. If I'm owing you even inside, I raise your hand up. I am not owing. I can't run business. I can't run ministry borrowing. But you know ministry, some people today by this level, they don't borrow by car. To the post, say they don't arrive. True of us. Because in ministry now, once a man starts driving car, it's like he has arrived. So the first thing they do is to borrow, not to put in ministry to drive car. I am a pastor. I know what some pastors do. And you think that car, if they paid finish, they use your offering and be sassing the car. You don't know. What is your capital? What are you eyeing to be your capital? It must not be borrowed. It must be what you worked for, as little as it is, so that you can also protect it with everything in you. If it's a money somebody dash you today, you know you can spend it anyhow. Have 1,000 now. Look at how it is. Have your own 1,000 that you worked hard. Someone gave you 1,000. Then have, let me say, 500. Somebody dashed you. Which money will you spend first? The one someone dashed you. Your own, you'll be petting it before you now finally spend it. That one, someone that you didn't know the sweat behind that money, so you can spend it anyhow. Even if it losses, you may not cry too much. But the one you worked, they insult you, talk to you anyhow before they paid you. If you lost it, it might be in your house for 1 week without coming out. You'll be mourning that money. So if you start business with your own money, you know the pains behind that capital. So you won't even allow the wrong people come around that business. You go, they talk, say, you don't know what I passed through for this business to start. But when you start with a borrowed money, you live a borrowed life. You live a borrowed life. Philippians 4 verse 11 says, Philippians 4:11, ESV says, not that I am speaking of being in need, For I have learned in whatever situation I am to be content. To be content. Philippians 4 verse 11. In any situation you are, be content. In whatever state I am, therewith to be content. That little money you have, think of the business that money can start. Don't be looking at up, start from down. The only thing that starts from up is the grave. Every other thing in this world starts from down. Aeroplane starts from down before it goes up. Building starts from down. Trees start from down. Building starts from down. Growth starts from down. As human being, it's only grave they start from up downwards. Don't start up, start from down. Start with a little. If I can have this, if I can borrow this, if I can have this one, if you can manage that little and grow it to another bigger little, you can't even grow a bigger one to the biggest ones. Start with the little you have. Number 3 is a straight to the point message, so that you pray. We pray for our businesses and we anoint our point of contacts, so that when you leave here, you will readdress and replan your business. Number 3, reduce your risks. Important facts to business success. Reduce your risk. They say life is a risk. They say you can't do anything without taking risk. Even business is a risk. But my dear, reduce the risk. Do what? Reduce it. Don't take too much risk. Proverbs 14 verse 15 says, the simple believes everything, but the prudent gives thought to his steps. Proverbs 4 verse 15. The simple believes everything. Anything they tell you, they work for you. Hey, you go that place. If they work for you, you rush, they go for you. No. Proverbs 4 verse 15 says, avoid it, pass not by it. I said Proverbs 14 verse 15, not 4. Proverbs 14 verse 15. The simple believes everything, but the prudent gives thoughts to his steps. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looked well to his going. Anything they tell you, you believe. You remember when MMM was raining? They will tell you, put your money here. You will just believe and go and put the money there. Many people died because of MMM. Another one came out. I don't know the name. Crowd1, is it still working? New Life came in. I won't lie you. My 100,000 is still in a something gold something. I've forgotten the name. Then where I was, that's the only day I did business online. I said anybody that come with online business, I will upload the person for I. So my boss in workplace gave award, and he gave award and gave me 200,000 in my workplace. He said I love the way you work. He gave us certificate, he gave me award, and gave me 200,000. It was in an open organization, everybody heard. That time, Swiss Gold, thank God. Swiss Gold was raining. I said, if it's the business of bring somebody, and another person bring another person, another person bring another person, I don't get strength for networking, no. They say it's not networking. Say, in fact, I already have many people in my chain. Your own is just to bring your 120,000. In fact, if you don't have 120, bring 100. Let me put 20. Till today, the 100,000 are no CM. Till today. In fact, the young man that introduced us to the business, they almost carried him from the office one day with police. What am I talking about? Reduce your risk in business. Reduce what? Risk in business. So when that one passed, and I reduced the risk, anything 50,000, 100,000, I will not do. One now came out, I don't know the name. That one is give 1,000 and take 2,000. Give 3,000 and put 4,000. I can't remember the name. I introduced my wife, then two of us were cutting. My wife called the brother. The brother entered. I put, I take. My wife put, he take. I put small again. I say I'm not putting again. The thing now stop when the brother puts. The brother won't get high blood pressure. I say I stopped. I heard the signal and I stop. They say it's all of us that stop, that caused it. That's why they say crash. I say make it crash. You don't concern me. They don't do me before. They don't go do me for this one again. Did your brother get his money back? Did he get it? He can't remember. Prophet, don't be smart. They will be console him. Say don't worry. It will come back. It will come back. Some people didn't get their money back. Do you know how networking business is? No matter how ensured networking business is digging a hole to fill another hole. one day there will be a hole remaining. Because the first person that dug a hole took. Yours contributing is digging your own to fill that person's own. Another person giving to you is that person digging to fill your own. One day there will be one hole remaining. Everybody run. And those people remaining for that hole, nothing to fill. Because people don't carry money. But I don't know if you understand me. Although some networking markets, they pay genuinely. What I'm saying in essence is whether it's paying is not paying. Be careful where you put your capital. Reduce the risk. I told you I did what? Reduce the risk. Be careful. Anything online. You need to do business online. But be careful. Online. They will package you like this. Tell you that it is working. They won't deceive you. They say it must pay. This must pay. My wife entered one day now. She browsed online. She showed me. Say, see this machine. Say she wants to buy this machine online. 25,000. I said, don't buy. Let me take you to my train to go and buy. She said, but I trust them. She transferred the money. They didn't bring the machine till today. From that day, if my wife see anything online, buy something online, she'll push it away. She'll not buy. That risk was even small. Yes, we need to take risk in life. Are you understanding me? Life, even sitting here is a risk. You don't know what next would happen, but God is always protecting us. But at least reduce the risk. As long as business is concerned, I know someone that will bring me the goods. Let me send money. Do you know even though the person is telling me you are Jesus, I won't give you. If I can't go by myself, I won't give you. Reduce your risk when starting business. Don't go into maximum. You carry the whole of your capital and throw somewhere and say it will pay. That may be that 419 might be looking for a huge capital like yours to take and run away. Reduce the risk. If you don't have it all, then don't risk all you have. If you don't have it all these people are saying, I just threw 100,000 here, I threw 300,000 here. They have millions they fixed somewhere that they are not touching. So when that 100,000 got lost, they have another money in the bank to console themselves. After all, I'll fall back to this one. You that is only you've been praying for 10 years, and for all these 10 years prayer, you have finally have 40,000 in your account. And you want to just form like a boss. And a boss lady, you just come and say, which business will I? You've forgotten that you've been praying for 15 years before you have this 40,000. Carry everything. Put. In our call, Pastor pray. Pastor pray. I know that God answers your prayer. This young man that did this to me, that carried my money, I am teaching you now so that you will not call me to pray. Reduce what? The risk. If it's where you can use your leg to go, go. If it's where you can enter motor and go, go. Go and buy your goods and come back. Go and invest and come back. Go yourself and ask, how does this business work? I don't want to hear English that you put it like this and wait for so days it to come out. No way. Do you know that your money in the bank, that they are trading with it? Your money in bank, our money is they are trading with it. That's why borrowing and repaying from bank. That's why if you do borrow in bank, you don't pay. They will come and confiscate your properties, everything, because that money belongs to another customer. So the bank will liquidate that property to also give other people their money. Limit your risk. Even in ministry, I don't take too much risk. I don't take too much risk. Yes, I take risk, but little. When I take, I watch. I watch the level of the blood within my body. Because I don't need high blood pressure. I watch the blood I can control. No high blood pressure. It's not my portion. Only way to remove that high blood pressure is to remove high thinking, high risk. Remove high risk so that there will not be high blood pressure. You see people risking 20,000. You see people risking 10,000. You see people risking 100,000. They have, for me to risk 100,000, that means I have more than maybe 700 to a million that can bounce back on if 100,000 goes down. But you've not been able to save up to 100,000. The little 20,000 you risk. Little 5,000 you risk. No. Don't risk like that. Tell your neighbor, reduce the risk. Risk with little. So if it fails, the pain won't be too much. Proverbs 15 verse 22. Proverbs 15 verse 22. The topic we are dealing with today is anointing for business success. After today, you will have success in your business. In this church, we teach everything teachable. True of us. There are some things you learn in business school, we teach them because it's for our own good. Proverbs 15 verse 22 says, without counsel, purposes are disappointed, but in the multitude of counselors, they are established. Pastor, I don't know if you have a line, you have knowledge in this thing I want to do. After pastor, you look out for another person in church. Elder, I don't know if you have a line of, have you come across people that do this? Because this person told me it will work. I don't know if you know, you meet another person, it might be young persons. What do you think about this kind of business? Using your wealth of knowledge and your advancement in age, what do you think about this business? In multitude of counselors, they may be established. They may be established. So your business can be established. You need counsel. You don't just wait. You know there are people you can't advise when money enter their hand. Now they will listen to you, say everything, they will listen. When money enter their hands, they will go and take the step. After making mistake, they will come back for another counsel. That's stupidity. The only thing that makes man fast is money. You will act fast without thinking when money enter your hand. That's one thing with me. This is how I plan. I list out the things I need, even in my mind. This church now, I know what I need. The most important thing this church needs is sound equipment. So if money comes in bulk, I won't act stupid. I won't take risk. I know where the money needs to go. The most important thing this church needs now is sound. So if the first 100,000 I will get now, the first 150,000, the first 200,000, it comes. The first thing I'm going to think is to go and buy big speakers and big amp. I have planned it, so when I'm praying, when it comes, I know how to put it. Don't stay, you don't have plan. Then when money comes, you start acting anyhow. You now start waiting again. After spending the money, your eye will open to what you needed most. No. Always have plans. That will help you not to take risk. What number now? Number 4. What did I say is number 1? What did I say is number 2? Number 3? Number 4 now. Don't be rigid. Don't be rigid. Study the changing demands of human and be adaptable. How do I have business success? Don't be too fixed. Don't be rigid. Study the changing nature of human and be adaptable. I'll use this church as example. We have our topics to be teaching every Wednesday and Sunday, already written out from now till July, all the topics. But I can't be rigid to that topic that we wrote out from last year. Sometimes I see how nature demanding things. Nature is placing demand on human. I see the prayer points that humans have, members have. I will not say today, what we are supposed to be learning today is how to serve and how to benefit from service. I will not say today is how to go for evangelism. I will not say today, I need to see the need of members and also change my topic. Later I fall back to that topic I kept. I don't know if you are getting me. I said I'm in business too, true, right? Now everybody's do you know that now you need business that makes you sell every day? Now that money is scarce everywhere. Now if you have business that make you sell every day, anything that you can do that you can be getting money any day, you know that this thing that bank is doing will not affect you. True of us. Because the little that people have, they will bring it to you. Because you are selling what people need every day. So I know that this is the demand on people today. All I have to do is to change my topic to something that suits the demands of today. People need businesses. People need their business to sell more. But I had another topic I would have taught today. That's what I mean by number 4. Don't be rigid. Study the changing demands of humans and be adaptable. Don't say this is the kind of business I have said I will do. Check your environment. Does your environment need that business at the moment? The weather is too cold now. If you start selling ice block this season, you won't sell too much until heat starts again. True of us. Study the environment and know the business you want to invest in. You know your environment more than I know it. I studied church. I know the level, the age in church. In this church now, we don't have old people that are too old waiting for the day that Lord will call them home. True of us. So I don't teach messages that people that need to go home quick are looking for. Like the kind of message you enter, everywhere is calm. You teach that kind of message, everybody is calm. You know, whether pastor or preacher explain or not, all of us will soon go home to be with the Lord. I don't teach that kind of message. I watch the age limit and I preach what they need in their time, in this dispensation. Last Sunday, we are talking about how to be clean. We are talking about how to live an acceptable life. Today, we are talking about business. That is what this age limit wants. Everybody, I need that kind of message. Study your environment. What kind of business do they need? Study your school. You are going to school. What is lacking in your school? Do you know you can buy a box of pen and put in your school bag, a container of pen. During the exam, you go say, where? Instead of running out during break, you are making your 50-50 naira inside classroom. Another classroom know that you have box of pen in your bag. And you too, don't be using it. That you are selling, we'll get to that. Say you are selling bread every day. You are selling akara, you're frying akara every day. Anywhere you pass akara, they smell. You do your pocket, they chop them. That you are selling pen does not mean you will not be using it. This thing I'm saying is a business idea I've given to students, every student here. You have the list 2,000, 3,000, go and buy a container of pen. Even your teacher must buy from you. You don't give it out free. During the exam, tell them I'm going to pray for this pen in our church. So if you see my pastor, if you pray for pen and it's your pen, good. Pray for, now business strategy. Say this pen, you carry church sticker and come on top of the container. Say divine help on this pen. When you buy this pen, you move from class to class. If you buy this pen for you, they will throw away all their pen, come buy your pen. It might look unlikely, but what I'm telling you might make you make money. It's business service we are having. It's business service we are having. Be adaptable. Those days you see young people, young men, they can enter anywhere to buy on this. Buy shimi, buy bra, buy this. But now people are so aware that they have shame. They don't even want to stand on the road to sell those things. You too, as a young person, you can have it in your bag. Hi, I sell this. I sell singlet. I sell this. True of us, they'll buy it from you. You are a young man here. You have power. You have strength. You have power to do things, to work for people. You can look at the person and say, sir, this thing you are doing, you are wasting your strength every time you are going to do this thing. Sit down in your office. I can come and be running this errand for you. I can come and be doing this for you. You pay me after school. Come and do it. I serve you. You pay me. But this is when I work from. You will be the one that will dictate time for them. You have solved the problem from you. It's not the money first. It's making yourself useful first. You can't tell me there is no work in Nigeria. There is work. There is work. On Monday, I have an appointment with a TV station owned by a pastor in this land. Because I make myself useful. Say, pastor, please, wherever you are. That's according to his voice. He sent me on my voice note on WhatsApp last morning. Last Saturday morning when I was waking up. The first voice note I say, pastor, wherever you are, I need you. I'm about to shut down my TV station. Please come. They recommended you to me. Please come. Now a pastor, but the knowledge I had years ago is still speaking now. There is nowhere I go. I come. I give you ideas on how not to shut down your TV station, and I will leave there without an envelope. True of us. I said, I'm coming on Monday. Hold on. I am coming. I gave him time. Make yourself useful and look out for what your environment is lacking. Look out for it and solve it. First Chronicles 12 verse 32. First Chronicles 12 verse 32 says, of Issachar men who had understanding of times. The children of Issachar had understanding of times. So times couldn't take them unaware. They had understanding of times. You are in a church where the pastor understands time. You too, you understand time. So why will things hold you at unaware? Last year, we gave a prophecy in this church. Said there will be ASU strike. True of us. And February, one of my daughter went and rented apartments. The thing held her bound. When we are teaching, we say, if you listened to that stuff, you won't waste that money. True of us. Because you knew strike was coming. I said, CBN will be on negative news this season. True of us. We talked about that. I gave the prophecy. I don't doubt it. So what I did was I had to plan myself in a way that this scarcity of naira won't hold me bound. And I planned myself from January till now. It didn't hold me bound. If you go back to prophecy, I said 7 Saturdays from now. From that time we gave that prophecy in Nigeria with boy. 7 Saturdays is last 2 Saturday and this Saturday. They are breaking banks everywhere. This one I just went through this prophecy and saw it. So if that thing came, you study time and you act in a way that won't hold you bound. Look at this season now, what is lacking? Plan yourself out. And also make money in this scarce era. Plan yourself out. Number 5. Don't be rigid. I hope you understand that. Don't be rigid and say, this is the kind of business I want to do. It must be this business. It must. Even you see that environment have changed. They have shifted from that business. They are still saying, it must be this business. It must be this business. No. Don't do that. Number 5. Get business knowledge. Invest in yourself. That business you want to go into, don't say you want to do it because others are doing it. Ask questions. Learn. The first money you make should not go directly to living a flamboyant lifestyle. The first profit you are making from your business, invest it back in knowledge. Invest it back in seminars. Invest it back on learning how to make more money from your business. I know people where business no they last. They open it for. That is something that is making that business for. It's not spiritual powers. There is a knowledge that you are lacking. Go and look for that knowledge. Why? How can I start a business and by all means start business not for? I have some relations around me that I opened a business for 3 times. When I travel back to village, when I reach where the business is, see biscuit paper everywhere, and them they chop them. Pure water paper everywhere, sweet the paper everywhere, all over the compound. I said, now they sell and they buy and they chop. Glory to God, though. That business went down. I opened another one the same way. 3rd one the same way. 4th one now they are calling. I said, don't worry, you are not anointed for business. Don't worry, don't do business again. You are doing business. You are eating it. There is not something you need to learn that you don't know. Are you hearing me now? There's something you need to learn that you don't know. You can imagine now and do business as a church. This is business. Church is coming. Offering is coming. Tithe is coming. As it's coming, I'm eating it. As offering is coming, I am eating it. Tithe is coming, I am eating it. You self, you go no say this church is not balanced again. You will enter here one day, you say nothing is working, everything is going down. TV is spoiled, they know if you walk up. Light, bulb go, they know if you change them. Everything is scattering. Something, if you enter a church where they are eating the money, you will know. Everything needs fixing, they are not fixing anything again. They don't care about any member there. They don't care about anybody. If somebody is dying, they don't care. Not this church. I rather put my own money inside church. The little I have, I rather put it inside that I say I chop church money. No way. I can't do it. I don't. I can't do it. I rather look at the church and carry my own money and transfer into the church account. Please, don't eat your business. Don't eat your business. Don't eat your business. Don't eat your business. Rather, go and learn. The first profit you are making, go and pay more. Look for somebody who will pay and say, teach me this thing. Show me how you are. Are we wasting time in today's service? Is somebody learning anything from today's service? Show me how you did this, how you are getting this. Let me do it. You think I don't learn every day? I learn. There is always data on my phone. Not because I'm joking. Not because I'm watching any rubbish. I'm always on YouTube. I'm always downloading materials that are helping me in ministry. Watching men of God, how they are doing it. That's investment. That's the money I could also use to say, let me live a flamboyant life. Let me buy something and use. Let me buy this one. Let me buy that one. Since I started ministry, solid to say this in the open space, I have never bought shoe for myself. This is 3 years in ministry. I have never carried my money to go and buy shoe for myself. I have not bought singlet for myself. My wife go look me one day, look me like this, and go say, "Child, you go enter market, go buy, can't give me." Not that I don't have it to buy for myself. Before I can think of it, once in ministry, I've taken it. This one I've taken it. That one I've taken it. So it's my wife that will just look and go and buy and give. And I buy and give her, so she will not buy and give me. I've not thought of myself. I haven't. I've not thought of myself. I've not. But somebody won't look at me and say, "Pastor, this thing they talk now, they shine like this, they dress fine like this. Who they buy these clothes?" I didn't buy them. They are favor. They are favor. Favor from people. Say, "Pastor, make clothes." It's not me. Even from there too, I'll still put back in something that is giving us relevance. Take it or leave it. This ministry is helping destiny. It's true of us. People is reshaping life. People's mentality are changing by the day. So why do I joke with it? Why do I limit myself with how things looks now. We keep pushing it. We keep pushing. God forbid this ministry will not close down. God forbid this ministry will not stop. But peradventure, God forbid it won't happen. If it happens like that, so many people will cry. Not because the church is giving them money, but because they are gaining something every Sunday. They are gaining something every Wednesday. They are gaining something. The ministry can't close down in the name of Jesus. Number 5, I said what? Invest in yourself. Study to show thyself approved, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth, rightly dividing the word of business, rightly speaking. When business people are speaking, you come out and speak. Study how business is run. Study how business will have records. Study how you record your capital. Study how you record your profits. Study how you record your sales. Study. Learn to have an account you won't touch. Anything that comes from business. If you can't divide your proceeds into 3, you have not started. There's power in 3. When your business comes in, any money you get from your business, divide it into these 3 parts: profits, capital, and expenses. Did you hear me now? Capital, profits, and expenses. You did a business today and 1,000 came in. Just use your mind and divide that 1,000 into 3. Say this money, capital 300, enter this account. Put it in that account where you can't touch. Are you hearing me now? Put expense profit in an account that you can touch, that you have control over. Put expenses in a file in your office. Don't leave your business place empty with that money. Put capital in a place you can't touch, because you can't give landlord explanation when your business place expire. It's from that capital you pay your overhead cost. Capital is your rent is part of capital. When it comes to profit, you keep your profit. Profit is not for a farm. It's not to spend immediately. Profit is your own money. It's the money you made, but keep it where you will plan before you spend it. Then keep expenses for the office. You should not come one day and say office don't have this. You should not come one day and say church don't have fuel, so we will not have service. Are you hearing me now? That is expenses. It's where church can. It is where church hand can reach. Capital is where church hand, nobody hand. I can't reach it. I can't enter there to take it until when it's time for rent. Then we'll go and break it and use and pay for rent. And most times when we go to break it, it's not even up to the rent. I still invest my own on top. Because we are growing. There are days that only one person here will pay us church rent, 2 of us. But for now, those things can't limit me. We are growing. That I'm putting my own money does not bother. It does not matter now. It's where I'm going. The way most of you enter there is not how you are now. Some of you enter not looking it. But now, life is changing. Things are changing. So I'm very happy that the places we are driving to, testimony is sure to come. Are you understanding me now? So what did I say? Invest in your knowledge. The one I shared is just a few. There are so many business know-how. You should know how to take record keeping, how to balance each day. After every day balance, not everything come you spend from your pocket. Your pocket is the bank. You eat from your pocket. Anywhere you spend remain, you use from that one, start again tomorrow. You are not ready for business. Number 6, boost your customer service. I want to dwell on this one a little bit. Focus on providing superior customer service. If 2 persons are selling garri at a place, what will make you overlook someone to buy from another person is attitude. The way this person gave you the garri will determine if you will go back to that person. That is customer service. I went to buy something at this supermarket at Location Junction. White Choice. And the way the young lady was attending to me, the way the young lady was talking, I said, carry my goods, carry the thing. We went to another person. The next pay point we went to, they delayed us more than that lady. But I was happily waiting because she was smiling, talking to people, running from this place to another place to get her POS working. Even in that, she was just smiling, doing, and still was gisting with people. Her this thing was not paying, her scan code was not working. Say, please, sir, the way she was, it was as if I was now working with her. I was even helping her to open the scan code. I forgot myself when I started helping her to serve myself. Attitude matters a lot. Next time when I want to pay, I will look for that face. Not that one that I was even standing the way she was talking. I went angry. I said, if you talk like that again, you won't like it. I would have gone to report her to her manager. Say, pack my things, let's go to this other place. Tomorrow I won't go there. That one can be reported easily, and if she will lose her job, she will go pastor, she will carry anointing or a pastor pray. I lost my job again. You forgot that you the way you are the person you are talking to, you don't even know if he's close to your boss. You don't know. You don't know if the person can go and report immediately and they'll stand you up from that chair. Customer service. Anytime you go out for business, address every customer the same way you want them to address you. See yourself as the buyer, not as the seller when you are selling. Whenever I'm speaking from this altar, I don't talk to you as my child. Yes, spiritually you are my spiritual children, but I can't talk to you as my child. I speak to you with the level of the respect I should accord you. It is left for you to know your place to obey the spiritual voice or not. That's customer service. I can't climb this altar highly because I'm a bit higher than where you are seated. I begin to talk to you anyhow. You won't come next time. Even when I'm disciplining you, I discipline with respect. I finish disciplining you, I will still come and smile with you. And I still go back in the secret and pray for you. Because I don't have total control over you. You are customers. So I put myself in your shoes. When I'm speaking, I put myself in the shoes of sitting down and listening. What can someone say on the altar that will make me not go to that church one day? May I not say it? Customer service. That's what make you come back again. What business are you doing? Who are you serving? That business is not your own. Put yourself in the shoe of your oga. That customer you are pursuing for your oga. The day you have your own, they will pursue your own too. Because seed time and harvest. Somebody say, I won't buy this. If it were your business, will you leave that person to go? If it's your own, you will convince the person. But it's your oga only say, go now. I better go to another place. I know. People who don't have the knowledge of how the business starts, that's how they act. I better go another place now, go back. Because you don't know the cost of raising a capital to start a business. But if you put yourself in the shoes, you will act in a way as if that business is your own. Say, please now come. Okay, I come. Because you know they give jara because of you. I'll give you small jara. So I come next time. There is a way customers will talk to you. Because they pray which day I will go market again to see that my customer. Not because of any evil intention. I don't know if you understand me. Not because of any intention. Because sometimes even when you feel angry, that customer, if I go see and I go smile, come back. Smile, come back. It's called customer service. Improve your customer service. Have you gone to a place whether you want to buy something or not, you buy because of how the person speaks. Come to buy a thing. Sorry, madam, the way you are looking beautiful. Your husband they try you. She come buy Gary. You don't leave Gary, you won't sell him. They finish the woman say your husband they try you. Child, God will bless him. God, you know any day you come to buy something here, I used to envy you, my dear. No be she. They watch in your market. Your target is not what you are saying. Your target is your market. Before you know, the person say put 2 rubber self. Put 2 rubber. In fact, make a 3 rubber. Now your linguistic power. Customer. It's not cheating. It's the power of your mouth. Customers. You are not cheating her. You are not using her. It's customer service. Please learn customers. Don't ever insult anybody despite how they insult you in your business place. Don't respond back with insult. Don't ever respond back with insults. They will come back one day and apologize to you. They will come back to market one day and apologize. Even though they don't come back, they will point somebody to you. They will say, go there. I know that woman, go there. Go there. Please have customers. Whether the business belongs to you, whether that business does not belong to you, do what? Have customers. When you exceed customers' expectations, they are likely to tell their friends and family. Their expectation is just to buy and go, but you exceeded their expectation. You gave them care. They came to buy, you offered them seats. You've exceeded their expectation. They came to buy, you offered them water. Yes, exceeded their expectation. They came to buy, you offered them advice and encouragement. Exceeded their expectation. They came to buy with old naira. Old naira can't work. You don't just chase them away. They are already passing through a lot. Encourage them. I know what you are passing through, my dear. I really wish you have a means to transfer to me. It's well. Don't worry, God will see us through in this nation. Not just carry that old naira, come up from here. There's a way you talk to someone, they go home and they feel bad. They are passing through what you are passing through too. Put them in your shoes. Put them in your shoes. I watched a pastor, a respected old man of God, on a video, not planned. He was shouting at people, why did you bring 5 naira to offering? Say, I run generator fuel in this church. For 5 hours, we spent 10,000, 5,000 to buy fuel. All of you are putting 20 naira offering. Truly, he was looking, they put 20 naira offering, 10 naira offering, 50 naira offering. This man insulted members. He was right in his own sense, but very wrong in Bible sense. Do you know what your members are passing through? That they came alone is more than the money you are saying they should have put. So me too, I learned how to talk to people. That man that put 20 naira insulted, one day can buy land and give to church. Don't insult them today. I have never looked. Tomorrow that pastor will do what? Eat his own words. I have one policy and one principle. Come as you are, but you can't return as you came. You can come as you are, but you can't return back as you came. So don't judge them as they came. Wait for them. Watch them. Grow them. Many of you, if I open your eyes, God gives you, see. God shows me things. So God shows me things. If I sit you down and tell you how your tomorrow is, you stop looking down on yourself. Some of you, when I look at you, I see you, your tomorrow, your next. Just that a man of God sometimes does not need to be talking anyhow. So that you too, you won't misbehave. So be serious pursuing this tomorrow. Let me not tell you, go and relax. That after all, they say that my tomorrow is bright. That's why sometimes we don't say it. We keep it. So that you think you are suffering, you are not suffering. We are pursuing that tomorrow to come alive. Customer. If you don't have customer service, close your shop. Close that business. How can you open business for customers to patronize you? And they come to patronize you, talk to them anyhow. Then it's to shut it down. When you wake up in the morning, I was telling someone, a young man, I said, you don't last in a place of work because you don't want people to insult you. I told the young man, say, you don't last in a place of work because you don't want people to insult you. Now look at the secret. As you are starting this work tomorrow, I was advising in the past, I say, as you are starting on this Monday, tell yourself, welcome to insult. This is the mentality I was giving him. I say, in fact, if Monday comes and goes, nobody insults you, don't feel normal. Look for, they must insult you. Have that mentality that any day you are not insulted, it didn't serve well. I'm not saying they should insult you and you take it. This man's case was peculiar. His own is, if you insult him, he will leave the workplace. So now I'm working on him personally. So personally, his advice may not be the same advice with you. I told him, as you are going out, tell yourself, welcome to insult. Let them insult me, I will take it. And miraculously, this is the first time he's walking past a month in a place. Because of that advice. They will insult you, take it. Customers will talk to you and they smile. What you are after is your profits. It's not how they talk to you. How many of us will start business very soon? I hope you not throw these words to the ground. If you do like this, your business will spread. They smile. When they insult you, smile. And they insult you. But there is wisdom too. There is a particular person that may come in every day, they insult you, every day insult you. It's better when they come, you tell them, I don't have this. I don't want to sell. Go. When you know that the insult are past limits. You know when somebody have left normal lifestyle now, the person now really is mad. You have nothing to do with a mad person. Some people, you know that this one is madness. So you don't have anything to do with a mad person. Is today's service profitable? Do you love it? Number 7. We said, how many are we going to talk about? Number 7. After this 10, your business will boom to success. Your business will boom. All these things, remember, I define service. Service is about goods, selling of goods and services. In case you are not selling, anyone you are rendering service to is the customer service we are talking about. Are you hearing me now? I am teaching now. This is not goods I'm selling, but I am servicing. So the way I'm servicing it, I'm adding customer service. The way I teach, let me say now. The way I teach, I pray for you, I counsel you. True of us, if you have all it takes, won't you come and bless me? Most of you are saying, God, give me, I need to go and bless this, my pastor. True of us. Yes, I know it's in your mind, and I know when it comes, you will do it. It's because I am consciously treating you the way I want you to treat others. I'm consciously handling you the way I want you to handle those people you are working for. I'm consciously relating with you the way I want you to relate with those who you are selling for. Number 7, leverage on the power of social media. Leverage on the power of social media. Leverage on the power of social media. I told someone, if you don't have a phone, it's not as if I'm abusing you. But one way to know a serious-minded person in this jet age is that you can be able to reach them. I don't know if anybody agrees with me. If you don't have phone, don't worry. I know you will have phone very soon. But one way to know a serious-minded person is that you will be able to reach them easily. You are living in a world where anything can happen at any time. Something can be happening in your village at any time. This world is a world of surprises, 2 of us. So how can you be living without a lifestyle that people can easily call you? The first set of people you bring into your business, you can't reach them easily. That's bad sign. I made that mistake and I said I won't make it again. You give somebody a business to handle for you, or is running a business, but you can't easily reach them on phone. That's number 1. So in case you don't have a phone, when you have already 2, when it comes, please know that one thing you are learning from today's service, that one sign of seriousness is that they can easily reach you on phone. They can easily reach you. Without communication, relationship dies. Both business and mutual relationship. True of us. You must be reachable. So when you have a phone, protect it. When you have a line, protect it. My Airtel that all of you have now is close to 12-13 years now. That 13 years, let me say approximately 13 years, that line. And sometimes I'll be like this, someone will call me from this time. He said, I still have this number. Someone will call me from Lagos, someone will come, that same line. I'm talking about social media. I will enter social media, but I want to enter lines first and calls. One step of knowing that somebody is serious with business, serious with life, they don't joke with their contacts. They don't joke what? With contacts. Many people have missed opportunity because of changing lines. Every day you change line, you change this one, you change this. I still have my Airtel pack till now. In case anything happens to my Airtel, I go and retrieve it. I still have the Airtel pack. In fact, the Airtel pack was changed last 2 years when they said everybody go and renew your line or something. That's what they called it. Say upgrade your line. I am upgrade. That's when the pack changed it. Don't joke with your contacts. Now, talking about contacts, don't joke with your business contact and your presence on social media. I will explain this more on Thursday. How many person can remind me what is happening on Thursday? Yes, I'll be teaching more on social media too on Thursday. Please, I beg you, as your father, as your pastor, as a founder here, if you are here seated here, don't miss ministers' conference. I've not begged you for anything before. I'm begging you this one now. Thursday, don't miss it. Different teachers will be here. It's the opportunity for us to be trained. I told you ministry is business, right? Anything you learn there, you can also apply it on your business. Please, I beg you, don't miss ministers' conference. I will explain more about social media on ministers' conference. But your business can have profile on social media. This ministry, I have more people that sow seed to me from social media. That's why you see, if their service is on, they don't snap. They don't snap from angles they should snap. They don't represent the service well. So many of you be wondering, pastor is telling people that are snapping, please, this you are not snapping well. Please do what you are supposed to do. I have online members. We have online members. I am caring for them too. So they follow suit. They get the messages. The messages are recorded. They get the messages. They listen to the messages. They see the pictures. If possible, they see the videos. That's how serious we are on social media. People walk up to me on social media and call, my wife and I, there is no place. My wife and I will walk past from here. Let me say we are going to Rumokoro now, from now to Rumokoro. Inside bus, pastor. Inside on taxi, pastor. On the road, pastor. Sometimes my wife will be looking at me like this. Me, I will be looking at her like this. Me, I don't know. They will say I'm your friend on social media. I say, okay, God bless you. I will act as if I know you too, so you don't feel bad. When they leave, I'll start searching whether it's helping me. It can help your business. It can help your business. There is no way I walk from here to Rumokuta, this Rumokuta, that people won't greet me. Okay, you will say it's because church is around there. Let me walk from here to GRA, where our branch is not. Walk from GRA to Elele. Pastor, that message you preach on this, that thing you said like this concerning this matter on social media, it is helping me. It gives you relevance. It gives you what? Relevance. Leverage on the power of social media. Another method you grow your business is to create profiles of your business on social media. You can sing. Do 1 minute singing. Post on TikTok. Without vocoder. Without being tweeted, twitching your voice. Use 1 minute. Sing on. Everybody is on TikTok. Everybody is on TikTok. You have anything, you can do anything. Do a little. Post on social media. One day they will look out for you. One day they will look out for you. Our daughter, Proper Gift, that used to come and sing here, she made a song. She posted it on social media. When she dropped it on social media, what happened on social media is that what is his name that retweet? There is a minister, not Mr. Wells. The first one she did, GUC reposted the song. She maximized the power of social media. Please reduce it a little bit. God bless you, daughter. The things you are missing are looking out for you, but they have not seen you. I will tell my wife those days, when you make clothes, snap it. Sometimes I will help her snap the clothes, put on social media. She had students from social media, markets from social media. She made lots of money from social media last year. My wife could be at home, orders, do this. She will waybill them to Imo State, waybill them some. She's planning to waybill to Lagos from social media. She posts. I think he learned that OPM gave her contract last year. From that contract, she renewed her shop rent and so many other things from social media because they were seeing what she's doing. Many people are disappointed by the ones around them. They are looking for who will help themselves from far. There is a friend that's ticket closer than a brother. People are looking for a friend they can benefit from now. And you now, from social media, they can see you. Get your business on social. Learn from your pastor. Learn from your pastor. You will see people snapping in church, videoing this thing. We are putting it on social media. It's helping the church. You saw someone that came to take award for someone from Lagos and send award back to the person at Lagos. It's social media that connected us. You think the relationship is just like that? No. It came from somewhere. That the person will stay like this and send money, 160 something thousand, go and buy gen for church. From where? Social. Imagine if we are not on social media. We'll be managing small with the small we have. Before you know, I will come. You never pay your generator contribution fee. You never. But I am also maximizing the social media. That the little you are bringing, others is coming from other where we are putting all together. Ministry is moving. I don't know if I'm making sense. Same way that your business, that's your talent, that thing you can do, someone can see it on social media and change life for you. You people know so many people on social media that social media turn their lives around. Many children now. Many children. Emmanuel and social media that have built all manner of mansions now, bought cars for the parents. Is it not from social media? Mark Angels picked her up. Now there are several other small children that are building houses because of they will make you laugh. Post on social media, you will recharge 200 naira and laugh. That thing you are recharging 200 naira to watch. One small pikin they build mansion for another place. Which day you go start to they post your own too? Put yourself on social media. It could be little things. It's normal small thing, but that small thing, as consistent as you are, it can give you results. On Thursday, please try to come. I'll tell you how to market yourself on social media. I can't enter that today. I'm not talking about that. And I'll give you, say the social media in the scripture, I'll give you on Thursday 3 powerful scriptures that encourages you to go on social media to advertise your business. Number 8, attend networking events. Networking events allow you to connect to people in your line of business. For instance, let's say you are an artist, you draw. When you hear that there are meeting of artists, people are doing artistry work, go there too and exchange contacts. Ministers conference is coming on Thursday. Don't say I won't come there because I'm not a pastor. It's business. Come here and connect and listen to another knowledge. Your pastor have been teaching. Listen to another person too, and mix it with what you have. Now people pay to go to conferences. Even this thing I'm teaching, some place you pay in dollars to go and listen to these business seminars. Now it's free. Wherever you see where you enter free to learn, enter free and learn. Network. Number 9, study your competitors. There are people in line of business with you. Look at them and say, what are they doing that you have not been doing? That is giving them credit, giving them praises, giving them promotion. Why would they like this one and they don't like me? Instead of judging the person that is liking the person, go and study the person they are liking and ask what is that person is doing, so that you will do it too. Study your competitors. Check how they are doing it. Even as a ministry, I just told you now that when I do data, is to study ministries, is to watch their messages, is to watch their prophetic moments, is to watch their prayers. What are they doing that I'm not doing? What are they doing that I am doing better, that I need to continue to do better? Study your competitors. How are they selling that you are not selling? Be looking at them and learn. Ask yourself who your competitors are. Who are they? They get too heady. What are they doing that you are not doing? Number 10, finally, make God the center of your business. All this thing I've taught, minus God, business will fail. Minus God, business will fail. Proverbs 16 verse 3 says, commit thy work unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. There is no business you do that God is not involved that will have success. How do I commit God into my work? Any business without God will crash. Then how do I make God the center of my business? A, don't let your business come in between you and God. It's God that gave you that business. Don't allow that business to steal God's time from you. Those days you are coming, God, if you do this for me, if you do this for me, God have done it. Now God is looking for you. You don't have time for God again. Don't allow business to come in between you and God. You say, God is in my heart. Even in my business where I am, I will serve God. Why did you stay where you are that time? For God to bring that business. You went to an altar to pray. Go back to that altar. Always appear before that altar. Matthew 6 verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. All these other things shall be added unto you. That customer that God ordained for you will wait. If they come, they don't see you. Either because of your customer service or because of your prayers, they won't buy that day. They will come the next day. And you tell them, I went for a meeting. Say, chai, because of this. God will make them to come back. I say, if I know they will go buy for another place. The person who will come that day. You go sit down. At the end, you go say, why I don't even go church? For what does it profit a man to get the whole world and forfeit his own soul? 1 Corinthians 15 verse 10. You gain the whole customers, you gain the whole business, you lose your own soul. Your soul is only nourished by the word of God. So losing your soul means the soul that is not nourished by the word of God. You'll constantly appear. How do I make God the center of my business? Number 2 or B, acknowledge that God owns your business. by sacrificing an offering towards God. What comes out of your business, sacrifice it back on the altar. Give offering from your business. C, secure your business by paying tithes from your business. God, thank you for this job. They've paid me. This is your own. Give tithes. God, thank you for this business. This is your own. Take your tithes. Don't argue it with God. Here, I don't teach much about tithe and offering, because there's a way you over-push this teaching of tithe and offering. It looks as if everything you want is people's money. No. My own is to teach you the truth and to also remind you that that truth can be established if you don't tithe, if you don't give offering. Give tithes, give offering. Secure your business by paying tithes. Remind God that this business belongs to Him by giving offering and sacrificing on the altar. This is how God serves your business. Look at God's house. Oh, this thing needs to be fixed from God's house. Intentionally, you take from your business and service that thing. God will also service your business. He won't allow your business to close down, because you are eating. His house is benefiting from your business, so He won't allow your business to crash. Did anybody gain anything from this teaching? 10 important points to a successful business. Can you read it one after another for me? Number 1, what did we say? Number 2, what did we say? Number 3, what did we say? Number 4? Number 5? Invest in yourself. Number 6, boost your customer service. Number 7? Number 8, attend networking events. Number 9, and number 10, make God the center of your business. This was a wholesome business seminar. Stand to your feet and appreciate God. It's not the hearers that are counted worthy, but the doers. Father, I have heard. Help me to do. Help me to practice everything I have learned, that my business will never crash. Open your mouth and pray in the name of Jesus.
We believe you were blessed with today's episode of Pure Gospel Moment. For prayers, testimonies, or further inquiries, you can reach Mac Miracle on +234 812 328 8593. That is +234 812 328 8593. God bless you real good.